My name is Krishna. I live in Puerto Rico. I work in one medical school, Universidad Central del Caribe. I'm a neuroscientist and teach first-year medical student all these last 40 years. Now, regarding Rush, how do I think about Rush? I must start, how do I know about Rush? Actually, I'm just new to real estate. I decided to come to real estate in September last year, so I have no idea about Rush. I never knew about any one of them. But in last, what was that month? November, in Kenny's conference, I happened to meet and also heard Rush. Somehow or other, whatever it is the reason, I just liked him. And I more or less made myself inside, oh my gosh, this is the gentleman I need to learn. So I told my partner, Katara, do you know about this gentleman? She says, oh, I know, he's very good. He's very good, but I don't have money. All right, let us wait whether it is reduced. Then I will get it. So I liked, although it was not really a real estate kind of speech he gave, he gave about, I learned about his life a little bit and his new realization of really searching what is life for. And this also attracted me because I'm coming from India. All my life I have spent with gurus, and that is my passion of my life. Not a single day I go without meditation, and not a single day I go without thanking God, because that's why I don't have worries, because I leave everything for Him. That's the way I have learned from my servant. That's the way I have learned from my... So that is another really attraction for Rush to me, without knowing how he is as a teacher. But who can believe in God, he has to be a good teacher. That's the way I look. I'm a teacher for last 60 years of my life. But anyhow, so now after coming here and seeing Rush, although I have understood from his first experience, he is proud and very adamant, and he must have been a little bit arrogant gentleman. That's what I thought, because that's the way he looks. And I told him he's very arrogant, but at the same time I think he must be fighting. And when I come here as a student, a direct student of Rush, I've seen that yes, he's very damn arrogant, but he is trying and he's successful. I can see it with my eyes open. In the age of 6, I'm a counselor. I counsel from the age of 6 till today. I counsel everybody. So I never take money from anybody in my life, because I'm coming from a family where I have learned to give. All my uncles, grandfathers, they're millionaires. All they have served people. So it was the added attractions towards actually Rush have gave me more power to learn whatever little I can take it from him. And so it was fantastic, I must tell you. I like the gentleman. And once I like anybody, I can learn from him. That is my own drawback. I don't learn from whom I don't like. All my doctors, I must love him. Otherwise, it does not work. My disease does not go out. So, no, I think me and Rush, I think I'm good. The question is what I will tell about Rush educations, my experience with Rush. I must start what is my experience to come to real estate. I'm a scientist, I'm a teacher. All my life I have learned anything, coming from India, very vigorous teaching, that if you want to do anything, you must learn from A to Z. So when I decided in September 2010 that I would like to be real estate. My husband said I'm cuckoo. My chairman says I must be going to hell or heaven. She does not know. So all I realized, oh my gosh, I don't know anything. So I must take. So I become a platinum member of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Went to that. Somehow the teacher I did not like. So I made it, I know if I don't like the teacher, there's no point. So I did not go to their class. I just left. So that goes my 20,000 in the fun day. My husband says, what are you going to do? Oh, I know, I will find out another teacher. So the PMI come to Puerto Rico. So I become a platinum member because the teacher was excellent. Michelle was excellent, good looking, and I like good looking. She was 55 years old, lady of 57, good looking, good height, beautiful speaker, and beautiful teacher. So I enrolled again, took out my IRA and enrolled. But then she left the country to go her missions in France. So anyhow, so again that emptiness. I don't know where to go. In between Kenny Rogers, so I went to Kenny. While I'm going to Kenny also was, what do you say, that language? Anyhow, he was advertising for Jeff Adam. So I joined Jeff Adam. So I went to Jeff Adams' 3 days training. And while I was going to Jeff Adam training, Jeff also again introduced advertising for DC Faucet. So I said, maybe this I needed. All right. So I joined DC Faucet. So all these last 2 months, I was just traveling. San Juan to California, California to Florida, come back to. So every day, every week, I'm traveling. So I'm having these. So I already spent more than $70,000. So I can tell you that in 3 months of my experience, whom to join. I think these are all these big gurus are one of the biggest guru right now in USA. I don't know who are the other. So if a student comes and asks me, I will tell him, try your luck first with Rush and see how do you feel it. Don't go like me without knowing what to do, and don't put all your money without knowing what you're going to do, because you need that money for investment. You save that money to choose one. And maybe you choose first Rush because now he's changing. Once a person looks for God, he has to be good because he has to change, because otherwise he will ashamed when he go to sleep. So I think that's another advantage. That's what I told my partner. You know, Katara, yesterday, the first night, that was 14th night. Katara, I think we are very lucky. Because now, whatever the rush is, I don't know what kind of arrogant he was, but I'm not worried. But we will get the best, because now he's looking for my God. So he cannot be bad. So that's what my advice will be for a student, that if you can believe me, I'm a teacher. I cannot lie to anybody. That's not the way I live my life. So try Rush first. Don't spend all your money, so that you have money to whatever you learn, you can apply. Action is important. So now it's up to you. Whether I feel whether I have a support or not. It is between yes and no. And that yes is no is nothing to do with Rush Team's defect. I think it is with it's not a fear. It is some kind of my own personal problem, because I have never dealt in my life. I'm born queen. I've never dealt in my life without money. So I don't know how to behave in this situation, because I never had this situation in my life. So that is my problem, rather than you have all the teams. I see it. But how can I use it? Can I use it? That question is still in my mind. And I don't take. Right now, all I have to do is sit down and pray and ask. So it is yes and no. One time I think yes. The next moment I said, do you think it will work? So that is not of the team's problem. This is my inside problem. But I think it is wonderful. And most of you I know, and most of you I have talked. So majority of you I have talked quite a bit in a very open way, because all of you are of my son's age. So for me to talk to you guys is very easy, very, very easy. It's like a student. So, yes, I'm more confident and I'm going to make it.